it's your Mikerowchip here playing Railroader.
Mikerowchip Railways.
And this is episode 17. All right, now we just got done servicing. Let's go into first person mode here. We just got done servicing Connolly Creek 1. See, we put these in there. Those are the ones we got to pull down the hill. Before we pull those down the hill, we got to jam some other cars into Connolly Creek Loading Area 2 and Connolly Creek Loading Area 3. So, how's about we do that? Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Whoops, I'm pressing the wrong buttons now. Let's get rid of that. Let's get this going. Just zoom it, baby. Nope. There we go. All right. Now, this next switch should be set correctly to get us into Connolly Creek 2. It's late. It's late right now for me. It's 11:26 p.m. My wife's working the midnight shift, so I had to wait till she left. I guess I didn't have... Well, she was sleeping beforehand. Then when she gets up, we have dinner. We spend time together. So this is really the best time for me to do this. All right. Up the hill we go. Connolly Creek Loading Area number 2 is going to be on the right here. We're going to drop off 4 cars. Take a look at the little engine back there. Look at that. It's the little engine that could. Yes, sirree, Bob. I'm still of the mind that I'm going to stick with the smallest engine possible until it can't do the job no more. Then we will buy a heavier engine. But we're still very early on in this game. The speed limits up here is 25. Now, we're doing 21. I guess if I had to bring it down to 25, it might get closer to 25 mile an hour, but we're not going to do that. All right, here it is. And it is reversed, so that should be correct. It is reversed. It is correct. And there's the 4 we got to pull out. Now, what's this next one set? It doesn't make a difference either way. It's fine. It's reversed. So we'll shove these into here first. Into this little spur right over here. It's the first 4, y'all. Let's throttle up here just a bit. Double 04, 012, and 013. And 014. Was it 4? That doesn't seem like 4 to me. It was 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's 4. All right. I didn't trust myself, but I should have. And then the last 4 are, yeah, going into area 3. Okay, so we're going to run up this way now. Oh, gosh, I should have left those on. 2, here's 3 right here. So we're going to come over here. And there's no lock on this side. There's the handbrake. Let's handbrake this side. There we go. Angle cock this. Decouple that. You don't even need to put it in reverse. Just let go of the independent brake. Well, the throttle's still up. Say what? There we go. It's a beautiful thing. Then we got to clear this switch right here. Here it comes. Give me some brake, baby. That'll do. Now we're going to juice it back up the hill. We're just going to go forward at 100% at this point. Just to get us maximum torque. Maximum torquage. All right, let's not get maximum. I derailed one car earlier. Oh, geez, come on now. Okay. Got scared. There we go. So then we want to put the brake on. Yep. Glad hand it. Open this. Just this one I have set, huh? It didn't go anywhere with just one set. One handbrake set, I'm saying. There we go. And let's release that independent and roll downhill. Let's hurry up and crawl over this. Oh, so dangerous. I like to live life on the edge, though. Especially when if I make a mistake, absolutely nothing negative happens. That's the best way to live life, really. In a marshmallow world. Or Nerf would be, I guess, the more appropriate word when it comes to computer gaming. Things get nerfed. Okay, and full breakage. Nice job. And now, oh yeah, we don't have to do that because we didn't blow it 3 times, so going backwards. I'm not actually putting it in reverse, so I don't need to throw the reverser back into forward. It's already there. There she comes. Look at this shot, huh? Look at this shot. That's a shot. All right. 3 is right where I want to be. 2 is a little bit too slow. But it worked. Okay, so here we are now. We're going to glad hand this. Reopen this. And then come back here. Climb over. Not decouple. Release the brake. All right. Well, no, leave it off. That's all right. Let's leave it off. That's fine. I should have applied the independent brake there. Because it started rolling unexpectedly on me. Another way you can get yourself killed. IRL, that is. Not in the Nerf world. Alrighty. Slow this back down. It's nice doing this. It's fun. I like it. First of all, I feel the urge to say that out loud. I don't know why. Okay. Now back forward. And we got to push them on there just far enough until they're in the loading zone. So we'll get ourselves a nice spot to look at that. Oh, it is having a hard time. I think this might be the maximum it can do. Now, if I do this down a little bit, is that going to help it out? Absolutely not. Giving it less torque's not going to help it. Let's maximize the torque. Those pistons are struggling. I went back to Greenfield Village again. And went to the roundhouse there. It's a roundhouse that used to be somewhere else in Michigan. They told me. And then they moved it to Greenfield Village. And it's really cool. They have a non-motorized turntable. They do turntable demonstrations to show that one person can actually turn a several-ton train, which I already knew, but it's still cool to see. And they had a Pacific, which is non-functioning. Their Pacific doesn't run any longer. It's there for show. But they do have an American that runs. They have a 44-tonner that runs. You know, I've been to that place a lot of times. I don't ever remember seeing the 44 tonner. And we walked out of the back of the roundhouse. That's where you exit from the back of the roundhouse. And there was a 44 tonner. And I looked at it, and I was shocked. What am I doing right now? Oh, yeah, doing this. And so the guide that was taking us, well, he wasn't taking us around, but, you know, they have, like, people standing around, you can ask them questions. And he said, I said, is that a 44 tonner? He goes, yes, it is. And it used to be used by the Navy. And there was some kind of Navy livery, you know, thing on the engine itself. So that was cool. And I had never seen a 44 tonner there before. So I said, how long have you had that? He goes, oh, quite some time now. Thinking, what? Are you sure? I didn't say that to him. I forgot to pull the whistle 3 times backwards again. It's really getting sloppy railroading. But, yeah, so it was really cool. It's operable. It was on the tracks, but it wasn't running at the time. In fact, they didn't have any trains running when I was there. It was too late in the season. I think they stopped running them right after October's over. So it was just too late in the season. I was this one, yeah, this is what I want to do right here. But that was kind of cool. And the Pacific was over a pit. Now let's do this now. Okay. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's going to be a problem. Here we go. Did I bottle this then? What did I do? Oh, no, I didn't. Okay. Yeah, so you got to walk underneath it and take a look from underneath. The drive wheels, it only has 4 drive wheels on it. The Pacific's had 6, if I'm not mistaken. So this was an Atlantic. It only had, wait a minute, or was it the Atlantic and then the Pacific? Now I can't remember. But anywho, this one only had 4 drive wheels on it. I think it was a Pacific. I could be wrong. Some of you may be going, you're wrong right now, but that's fine. But, oh, come on now. I'm messing this up. What am I doing? Here we go. Did I switch this at least? Yes, I did. Okay. Yes, you got to go underneath it, but the drive wheels themselves were as tall as I am. I'm not a shorty. I'm 5'10", and they were a little bit taller than I was. So that was just incredible to look at an engine that large. Like I said, they also had an American there, and then something else. I can't remember what it was now. He said what it was, and I can't remember. So that, as you can probably imagine, wowed me. I was very happy. Every time I go there, I'm wowed by that stuff. It's just really cool. All right, so now those are ready to be hauled down the hill. Now we just got to go up here into Area 3. Do we have anything in Area 3 right now? I don't even know. Don't see anything yet. I think this is our first foray up into Area 3. I believe you are correct, sir. You can actually tone this down to, yeah, we're going to get better. There you go. Less torque, a little bit more speed on there. Now this first one, it's not going to make a difference which way it is either. We're going to run around it either way. We can run around it whichever way this one is. It's reversed, so it's just send us on the left track there. Alrighty, throttle down. Let's go over this way. Now to get into Area 3, loading Area 3, you got to come from the other direction, which is why we got to do a runaround. You probably already knew that. Yeah. Okay, wrong. I'm on the wrong side. Here we go. This is what I want to. No, actually, I don't want to set that right there. I'm going to run down to this end. And I'm going to set this one right here. Just like so. And I'm going to come back over down on this end. And I'm going to close both these angle cocks so I don't have to walk back down to this end to close this angle cock. See? I got it somewhat figured out. We're just going to hang on right here for a hot minute. Why won't go to 35? There it is. There we go. Right over this way. Whoops. Now, we ate dinner at Greenfield Village. I was with my wife and my sister and her husband. And so then there's a lot of things to see. There's glass blowing. They have a lot of old buildings there. A lot of Edison's building. Thomas Edison's workshop is there. There's a lot of cool stuff to look at. So we got out of there. It was a little bit cold. And so I said, okay, well, anywhere else you guys want to go in here? You want to, go see what else? And everybody said, I don't care. So I said, oh, okay, if no one cares, then how about we take a right up here? Because it's like there are streets set up there. Let's take it's all walking, too. Although they do have Model Ts, you can get a ride in a Model T. That's kind of cool. But anyway, so I said, let's take a right up here. And right away, my brother-in-law goes, because that's towards the trains, isn't it? I go, yeah. No one said they had a preference. And they quote unquote didn't care. So, come on. My feelings were hurt. Not really. All right, so all of this is set correctly. It's a beautiful thing. All right. A little crossover here. That's pulp. I've never, ever had anything to do with pulp in this game. I will. I saw somebody had TOFCs. I was shocked at that. I was watching them. Oh, I wasn't actually watching them play it. It was just on the picture of their video. The thumbnail. And I didn't know that TOFCs, but then I wonder, is it in the game or is it a mod? That I don't know. But it was cool, nonetheless. All right, now we can lash onto this cut. Okay, here we go. Do this. Open this up. Oh, come on. All right, there you are. Open that up. Over here. Gazunga. Okay, now we got to go back forward. Well, there you are. All right, so we did our morning passenger run already, right? Yeah, we do that at 8 a.m. Our evening passenger run isn't until 1800. We got lots of time before that happens. But we got time. We can take our time. Time is on our side. Time to get busy. Money is time. Time is money. All that good stuff. I'm going to slow it down to 5 so I can jump off here without killing myself. There we go. Throttle up here now. That'll do. No, I didn't mean you, Smiling Jimmy. Keep going. meant the throttle will do. Usually that'll do means the engine can stop right where he's at. Alrighty, now we're going to back it up. Whoop, whoop. What happened? Come on out. Oh, I'm being anal. All right, here we go. Now, this one, I think you got to back it down more than you'd think in order to get them all in position. And that's fast enough there, Speed Racer. Here we go. They're right there. They're right there. So it's actually not as far as I thought. There we go. And we've got plenty of room yet. Oh, yeah, we got plenty of room yet. Okay. Here we go. Put on that. Okay, then we're going to do this right here. We're going to jump over this. We're going to hang on here. Forward hoe. We got nothing to bring down here because this is the first time we've been to this, so it is what it is. What's going on? What did I do? Oh, yeah, right. Okay, there we go. You got to decouple. I knew that. I was just seeing if you guys were paying attention. All right, now this, normally I have to go down to the second switch, but there's not gonna be any cars on here. And I don't have to run around or anything either. This first time up. Next time up, we'll have to run around. Okay, now we're going to want to get up here. The invisible smiling Jimmy. You been hoiking coal in there, Jimmy? I hope so. All right. There we go. Actually, we're going to want to... Well, not right now. Yeah, well, we're going to want maximum torquage going down the hill. I think, right? Because more torque you have, it helps brake it. Right? It's like an engine brake. Is that even true? I don't know. This game, I don't know if they do that. Look at that. They've already put some logs on there. Way to go, boys. We'll be back. We'll be back tomorrow. I make one logging run a day. Until we get a little bit further down after we build the bridge. Then there's 2 logging runs we'll make in a day. That's when the Whittier sawmill starts making heavy demands. It wants like 30 cars a day. I could run up and down here twice, but you know what? I'm just not gonna. Okay, 25 is the speed limit. Slow it down here just a little bit. As we head back down the hill here, down the mountain, we are going to start picking up all these cars that we set out. Well, there's only 2 stops we got to make. One right here. And then one, of course, at loading area number 1. There we go. Jump on out. Flip the switch. Very good. There's nowhere to hang on front here, is there? No, not really. So we'll walk it. We'll run it. There we go. Am I on the right side here? I am. Okay. Looking for the handbrake on this one. There we go. Come on, engine number 2. Let's go. Haul these back down. Put them all into Whittier. I think 8 will fit, right? I'm pretty sure 8 fit. Yeah, all at one time. They can all be unloaded at the same time. There we go. Put on the independent. Lad hand, open this. Come on. All the way. And then we'll do this. Now, I forget, does it indicate how much it's open? No, it just says open. Does it tell you partial? Oh, it does give you a percentage. Okay. Thought it did that. All right. Now we're going back down into Area 1. Here we go. I got the sniffles. Let me take care of my sniffles. Sniffles taken care of. Alrighty. Let's leave off on the throttle there. Should be able to get up to 25 now, just coasting, and that's what's happening. In fact, we're gonna have to even brake her. Let's not get crazy. Never derailed because of speed. The only time I've derailed in this game, between this, what I'm recording, and the one I'm playing on my own, which I haven't played in a while. I've been doing a lot of American Truck Simulator. But the only way I've derailed is by hitting the car too hard during coupling. Here we go. Still don't see it. It's around this second corner here. Think of all the coal we're saving right now. Oh, warms my heart. Took care of my sniffles and I got schmut. Alrighty. Now we're going to have to come to a stop here down at the next switch after this one. So I can jump out. Jump out. Here you go, buddy boy. Makes a really loud chuff chuff when you got it on maximum torquage. All right, you got two. You got one. Half. That'll do. All right. So we got 225 tons right now. Let's see how much we have once we pick up this second load. I'm on the wrong side, aren't I? Yes, I am. I should be on this side. Oh, geez. He ain't got as big of a hill to push up here, evidently. There we go. Come on now. Work with me, Sniffles and Schmut. There we go. Do that. Whoops. Do that. Handbrake. Now we got 377 tons. All right. Running back over here. When I'm playing the game by myself, I'm not recording, I like to walk. Here I run because... Okay, no. You got to do the reverse, remember? There you go. I like to walk. It's just kind of more realistic, you know? I mean, when those guys are doing their jobs, they're not running from one end of the train to the other all the time. They're taking their time. Okay, so we're headed back down the hill. When we get down to Whittier Sawmill, I'll bring y'all back. So here we are. There's the Whittier Sawmill right there on the left. Now, these down here, I left down here. It wants 11 cars a day. We're only giving 8 today. That's disappointing for them. Yeah, they're not even marked yet. So these will be 3s, right? How come there's only 3 of them? I don't know. It makes sense though because you know what doesn't make sense? I should have got off. Stop. The fact that there were fewer cars than I thought should have been there. Yeah, it makes sense because there's 11, right? Up on top, we stuck... oh, I jumped off on the wrong side. Over this side now. We'll run back up to here. See where we're at. All right. Okay, you're good. You're good. Yeah, so we put 4 and 2, 4 and 3, and 3 and 1. That's right. So we'll just have to renumber these when we shove them back up the hill. All right. Now the question is, can we fit 11 on here? I don't know the answer to that. Okay. Well, let's find out. Oh, there we go. I'm going to guess yes. I'm thinking we can fit all 11 on here without too many problems. It'll even unload these last ones in line, I think. Pretty sure. I think 11 might be the limit, as a matter of fact. I don't know. Like I said, it's been a hot minute since I played this game, so I don't rightly remember. There we go. Hook this up. Open this up. We gotta disengage the brake right there. All right, you know what we're gonna do? Well, yeah, we're gonna hang out right here. Then we're gonna do this. Then we're gonna do this. We're gonna see how far up we can get it. Forward ho. We'll see if all of these are going to get into the correct unloading zone. Here we go. Where am I at? There I am. I'm standing. Look like a gunfighter. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, 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 wah. I did that in another video. Why is that occurring to me so much? I don't know. All right, there's the first one already in. There's the second one. We got lots of room yet. Got half of them. Ready with the independent brake. Yep. There's 7. 8. Yeah, I think 11. It might even be 12. Oh, geez, come on. Oh, and we hit it. Not too hard, though. It's all right. Let's back it up just a little bit. A little bit. So when we come to get it later on, we aren't going to have to rack up against it. They've already unloaded that last log out there. These guys are not wasting time. Okay. Oh. Okay, there we go. So here you can roll them off into the water. Let's go up here. No. We're going to go over here. Yes. Put that on. Now they're all still, they're still ghosted, so they're in the right spot. Come over here. Angle cock that closed. Open up that. Back it up just a little bit, buddy. That'd be 3. Yeah. There you go. Okay, so this part is done. Now what we got to do is got to figure out what cars. There's Whittier, right? Did we open up the bridge yet? Ella? No, the bridge is not open yet. I think it's partially done, though. We're going to do Control T, right? Yeah, okay. So now we got to make the switch list. One active freight bill. Okay, it's from the Ella House. So we'll add that to the switch list. It's one of these over here. And then bring the map up again. Let's go back to Whittier. And then you hit Control T. Takes you to Whittier. Come on. And come over to the Whittier window. Passenger sitting in front of it. 15 active. Why was there one passenger waiting? Okay, so what do we have here now? Ella Farm Supply will do. Now, the Whittier Sawmill. Yeah, that's right. Right, yeah. Okay, yeah, so these are all in the interchange. So we want to get all of these off of here. Interchange, 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 interchange. The East Whittier Repair Track. Huh? To Atlantic Locomotive Works. What the heck is that? Okay. And then all of this has to be put onto the East Whittier Interchange. Okay. So that's it now. And this is our switch list, right? There we go. Okay. Yeah, what is this one? What? I don't remember what this is. To Atlantic Locomotive Works. What? What's the Atlanta Locomotive Works? I don't know what that is. Did they add something last time? I don't think so. Okay, so this one's going up to Ella. These are all going to Whittier Sawmill. Yeah, got that part down pretty good. Then this one, oh, okay, because this is empty, right? Yeah, it's empty. That's why. We got to move this one onto here so we can get more parts. How much money we got? $2,000. Well, we'll make some more. And then what? This one's very full yet. And then all of these are going to have to go to the interchange. All of these are going to have to go to the interchange. Oakley Dokley. All right, so let's go here. Get rid of this. Go here. And get on. We might as well pull these out first, right? Pull them out and then set them over there, and then bring the new ones in. Okay, so let's go get all the fulls, all the loads, as they say, from Whittier Sawmill. We're going to have to throw the second switch, and at the same time throw the first switch. I don't know, will the engine fit in between those two switches? I don't know. All part of the excitement. Okay, let's slow that down. Just like that. And stop it. Ooh, we might have made it. We might have made it right in between the switches. There's this one. Perfect. And then this one. Look at that. I mean, it barely fit. Oh, that's depressing. Okay, back it up just a little bit. It did clear it. It's counting the cow catcher, and I don't think that's fair. Okay, now we'll come back over here. Here we go. We're going to grab up everything we got here. and shove it back up this hill that we're on right now and over to the interchange yard. Which is right over there. Come over here. Doesn't really matter. Well, it does kind of matter. Yeah, I think we're going here first, right? I think that switch is set to go there. It says normal. It looks like it is set the correct way. Throw that. Is this set the correct way? It is. Well, you know what, though? We might as well grab that one first, because why grab these first? Because then you're going to shove them all up the hill. So why not just grab the smaller cut first? That's what I'm going to do. Smaller cut first. Here it comes. Up Shidazi. Really doesn't apply here, but I said it anyway. Okay. So here we go. Hanging on there. Hanging on to a railing that does not actually exist. Yep, I should be hanging on to this and this, but I'm doing this. Don't notice that. Developers and myself don't want you to notice that. Stop looking at it, would you? I can tell you're looking at it. All right. Full thing of wood chips here. There we go. Put on the brake. Independent. This. Beautiful. And then we got to release the handbrake on this. Nicely done. Then we want to crawl over onto this side. I normally you wouldn't want to be on the platform side, but look at, there's plenty of room here. I don't know what year it's supposed to be. It's got to be, what, in the 40s? Somewhere around there, right? 40s, maybe the 50s? No, I'm thinking like the 40s. Normally there'd be a sign right here probably that would say stop, dismount, right? Put warning that you're going to get your legs crushed if you go any further. Helpful hints. All right. We don't need to go on this track here. There's nothing on it. But we do need to go on this far track right here. I didn't say Star Trek. I said far track. I want all the Trekkies all getting excited. Not that I've got anything against the Trekkies. I love Star Trek. I got to admit, though, I'm more of a Star Wars guy. But Star Trek is very entertaining. Have never watched any of the new series. Well, I have seen a few episodes here and there. But haven't really watched the new series. And I really should. Because I enjoy those ones. I like that movie that came out when it was all about the Borg. And that was a long time ago. Unless they've come out with a new one that I'm unaware of that was mostly about the Borg. That was a really good movie. I like that movie. And I like Jean-Luc. And no, I'm not going to tell you who I like more. I almost said Kirk Gibson. No, he plays for Detroit Tigers. Captain Kirk or Jean-Luc Picard. Perfectly honest, they're about the same to me. I admire them both. Overall, I'm going to choose Admiral Akbar. Because he always knew when it was a trap. So I admire about him. All right, so this one here is the one with the handbrake on. We got to release that. There we go. Then we're going to shut this door. We're going to shut this door. Shut it. And finally shut it. All the dimensional lumber is on there. Did I mention the dimensional lumber before? How many cars we got now? 7, 8, 10 will fit in here, so we're good. I always thought that was a weird way of saying it, and I probably said this in the past. A dimensional lumber. What exactly does that mean? So then someone said in the comments that that's just, lumber. Like it's cut to certain size, like a 2x4 or 4x6. It's dimensional lumber. It's sold on its by its dimensions. So when you go to get a 2x4, you know what size it is. You know what you're looking for, what you're going to get. Made sense to me. I believed it. Maybe I was lied to. I don't know. Okay, yeah, 10 cars can fit in between this switch and that bumper right there. That includes the engine and the tender. So you see here we have 7 cars total, and that is counting those two, so it'll fit. All right, you know what's not going to fit anymore? Or you know what's not going to fit? Any more time. That's what I meant to say. Yeah, we've run out of time when it comes to this video. Let me stand right here, look this way so I can set up this camera angle over this way like this. There I am. There I am. The L&N. Okay, yeah, that is the end of episode 17. It was mostly logging, a little bit of sawmill. Yeah, that's it. Hope you had a good time. Of course, I had a great time, as always. I love doing this stuff. Why don't you like? Why don't you subscribe? Why don't you leave me a comment? And if you don't like the fact that this boxcar does happen to belong to the L&N, well, this just may not be the channel for you.